experience a little shaky cam because what I was trying to do is not what happened. I think because I am on an iPad, it's reading as mobile, so it won't let me stream what's that direction in landscape. So I'm trying to readjust, kind of. I don't know. Pow. It just felt like it was too close. It's that close. And I just need to sit back. No, my shoulder. Ooh. Like, maybe I can also just angle myself differently, you know? Whatever. Happy Friday. I don't know. I feel like we can do that. I'm here. I'm here, and this is facing me again. So, can I not learn more? Can I dismiss? Go away. Please. Wanna learn more, girl? Go away. Goodbye. No, dismiss. Welcome to life. Okay, anyway. So, I am here for another live stream. Yay! Now let's just do me. 2 live streams in a row. So we're here at 8:30, trying to get our lives together, per usual, but I wanted to gather, actually I'm gonna get my notebook, but I know I was still in the process of getting things ready. I'm trying to put some better light on my body than what I'm getting, but yeah, whatever, we'll get a light. Yes, so with this current transit, who is that? Jeannie! Hi, darling! Hey, thank you for coming. So with this current transit, we are doing the 12-week year, and the first part of when you're actually crafting the 12-week year is that you're supposed to craft a vision. So the vision is something that you can be really attached to, literally, emotionally. Something that when you're not feeling motivated per se, you know, motivation as fuel, I guess, or feeling good or feeling jazzed motivation. So when you're not feeling like that, you craft your vision so that when you are just fucking depressed or bummed out or whatever, you can keep the momentum going in some way, essentially. So crafting your vision feels very important. I feel like a lot of people are in this transitional period, are feeling lost as to what excites them, what is their reason for getting out of bed. Like, we would love it if it was like our family and our kids, because sometimes it is and sometimes it's fucking not. But like to just have a vision of our own, to actually spend intentional time sewing into a vision, putting eyes on a vision, letting a vision, embodying a vision, letting a vision live inside of you and feeling that vision as you build it. I thought this particular transit with the Venus, Black Moon, Lilith, and the Moon stellium in Libra was a really good time to examine the desires that we probably stuffed deep down. I'm gonna do a collective reading, tarot reading. I'm gonna use my Disney villain cards, maybe. I feel like there needs to be a Lilith reading on her own. This is probably just a Disney villain cards. But I have these really beautiful cards here. This is what they look like. So, yes. But yeah, I'm gonna do a collective reading, but I want this to be time to actually workshop. So if you don't have a notebook, or whatever way I say write down, because there's another confrontation when you write stuff down. But I want it to be actionable. So if you're gonna write it down and not look at it, or if voice recording helps, but it don't help if you don't listen to the voice recordings. So if you're gonna voice record, maybe you need a transcriber. Maybe that's what you need. But use this as fuel to do something actionable. And it may just be in your healing. Mars and Cancer. But take this time. You can just receive the message as well and let that be something internal that you do. But I highly encourage grabbing a notebook and puzzling through some feelings that I'm sure could come up when we talk about this stuff. So, because when I first saw this transit, I was like, oh, the Madonna horror complex. That's a great time to dig into that, to talk about that, like, because the way that Black Moon Lilith is talked about, I know I have to tap this to see. Oh, wait, no, I'm experimenting with seeing if I can see the chat live on my phone. Oh, snap. In real time. Oh. Okay, top messages. I don't see shit in the chat on my phone. I'm gonna say hi. Ooh, what happens if I say hi? Hello? No, I'm gonna say hey. But Madonna Horror Complex. Okay, I see me on my phone, but do I see me on the screen? No, I just see Jeannie's messages. Perplexing. I don't know what's happening. We tried. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. But I feel like there is the Black Moon Lilith. That's what I was gonna say. There are two main ways that I see people kind of talk about her online. It's not a planet, it's a point. But it can be where you stuff your deepest, darkest desires, and it's like just kind of like a container for that. But also as like a nuanced or like a fuller or an expansion on that, it's things that you don't necessarily not enjoy, like things that you like that you've used but are ashamed of. So I felt like with such feminine coded energy with the moon, Venus, and Black Moon Lilith here, that this was a good time to dig into femininity. And I feel like regardless of your gender expression, you can dig into your ideas of femininity, how you have used it, how you have enjoyed it, but also knew that you were abusing it, knew that you were, for somebody who is female identifying, you used it in a way that is, that led to harm, because you're taught that whatever happens to you when you are embodying feminine energy, so gay men to like this, whenever you are adopting feminine energy, if something happens to you, you deserve it, because there are ways and rules to engage when you are a feminine identifying person. So if you enjoy the tease, if you enjoy seduction, and you've also had negative, we'll say sexual experiences specifically, there's already so much cultural shame around sex. If you grow up in the 50 nifty United States, I can't speak for everybody, but the patriarchy is global, like, you know what I'm saying? So there are ways that we all engage with femininity. If you are male identifying, or if you are non-binary, you've had to, does that fit me? How do you still have had to engage with femininity and your ideas about it, how you were taught about it. So I feel like this is a really good time when we're talking about creating a vision to dive into that, because a lot of times we create safe visions. We create visions that are, because we don't want to have to dig into the shame, we don't want to have to dig into the muck, we don't want to have to dig into the guilt to say what we really want. So I wanted to take this time. Hopefully Libra can soothe our nerves, can coo at us and make us feel fucking calm. Can calm us down. Allow us to be fair and balanced with ourselves specifically. And I feel like wherever this transit is happening for you in your chart, can, depending on circumstances, show up in certain ways for you or around you. So yeah, fun times. I think it's the heavy lifting that we don't want to do, but ultimately we know we have to do to get the stuff that we want. So I wanted to offer some support and dedicated time to dig into these things, create a space for the introspection. Ideally, this is a space where you can feel the feelings, at least at some level you can engage with the feelings that may come up. But I'm gonna pull cards. I'm gonna do reminders first. Reminders. Oh wait, I'm doing reminders. Y'all are missing them. We ready? Taylor! I can see. I hope you didn't say shit else, because it's not in there if you did. Nope, I just see Jeannie in here. Oh my god. Okay, maybe this is the most up to date, and that's what happened. Okay, y'all in here. So I'm gonna do reminders. I was gonna remind y'all and tell y'all I was doing reminders. Pow. Okay, bam. Water. Drink some, have some. I also have bubble water on the table, which I'm gonna be switching to. It's Friday night. If you want to make this festive, if you need a beverage of any kind, go off. Let's dig into the stuff. Let's unpack some stuff. I feel like we can. I believe in us. But just, be honest. I mean, it's the moon in Libra, so I'm not trying to be shady, but leading towards dishonesty for the sake of appearances could pop up. So be mindful of that. And honestly, you might just want to literally note it and write it down. Maybe don't change your behavior. Maybe you need to trail it and see the outcome and be far more mindful of the outcome before you change the behavior, see really where it gets you. But yeah, just pay attention to it. But don't lie. Not tonight. Not tonight. Before you lie, pass. How about that? How about diplomacy? Before you lie, pass. If y'all weren't here earlier, I was talking about why this transit, why this live, why this topic. But to get into the Venus, the moon, black moon, Lilith, stellium in Libra, But also I have this astrology book that I have to take back to the library. So I figured I would use it. Just for another perspective, even though you know what the moon means, you know. Here's somebody else saying a thing. So the moon, this is what the book looks like. Pada pada, pada 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 pow. Anthony Lewis beyond tarot, beyond the basics. Okay. The moon. Yikes. The inconstant moon is the consort of the sun and queen of the night. The moon's appearance constantly changing as she shifts from one phase to the next over the course of a month. In Roman mythology, the moon was identified with Diana, the chase hunter goddess associated with wild animals like those shown on the moon trump of the tarot. The moon was also linked to Hecate, the goddess of triple nature. I never know how to say that. I should ask Greek people or Italians because it's Roman. I don't know, y'all. Hecate, I think it is. Hecate comforted the goddess Demeter when Hades, Pluto, kidnapped her daughter Persephone and took her to the underworld in his chariot. Hecate also became Persephone's companion in the underworld and helped her to escape and reunite with Demeter. Jungian tarot readers often identify the Empress with Demeter, the High Priestess with Persephone, and the Moon Trump with Hecate. So, just to put that in a little perspective of the moon. And then for Venus, we have... Venus is the Roman goddess of love. Venus rules Libra and Taurus. Venus is exalted in Pisces. The English word venereal of Venus means related to erotic desire or sensual intercourse. A favorite pastime of the voluptuous love goddess who sometimes follow the motto, if it feels good, do it. Do it till you satisfy whatever it is. Okay, Venus Day is Friday, which is also why we're doing this. 8 o'clock, it's Venus hour here. She's associated with love, beauty, music, art, gifts, adornment, fashion, pleasure, sexual delight, indulgence, peace, harmony, charm, relationships, appeasement, sweethearts, lovemaking, and good fortune, okay? Venus is considered wet noir. Yes, she is. Like the element air of ancient Greece. Venus and Mars form a complementary pair. Cupid, the god of desire and erotic love, was an offspring of the mating of Venus with the war god Mars. So keep that in mind. Joy and pain, babe. In early tarot decks, Cupid is seen shooting his arrows at the lovers on the Trump 6 card. The Golden Dawn assigned sexy Venus to Tarot Trump 3, the Empress. So, yeah. That is what we have for the moon and Venus. I was going to pull something up for Black Lilith on my phone. But, like, y'all can do some of the work. You know what I'm saying? Truly, we're going to crowdsource it. If you would like to say anything about Black Moon Lilith, go ahead and put it in the chatterini. Ooh, I think I have to do the chatterini in my phone. If you have joined and I haven't seen you, go ahead and say hi. 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 Thank you for joining, Dijon. Okay. So yes, that was the moon and Venus we read. So as you can see, when we're trying to craft a vision for what we want, there is peace and harmony. So, you know, Venus and being open and honest. Hi. Do. It came across the screen. Oh, maybe they're coordinating. Oh. Are they syncing? Nope. But that's okay. Because I'm paying more attention to both. Okay. So, crafting the vision. I told everybody to get a notebook. I'm going to go get a notebook as well. Don't laugh at me, I'm in sweatpants. Oh, there you go, you're welcome. I'm gonna get flagged on the YouTubes. Woohoo! Okay. Me. Get with my notebook. Because if that's what I'm going to ask of everybody else, we're going to do it. Okay. So if you were doing the 12-week year, I referenced it earlier. Chapter 13 is crafting your vision. So use this as a time, if you want to use this as like a meditation, if you want to like close your eyes and meditate on this, you are more than welcome to. Ooh. Okay. There we are. Okay, so we got everything going. Is my red candle down here? So a little light. You know, I'm trying to be more intentional also about my rituals. So being more intentional about what's going on in the sky allows me to plan ahead a little bit for my rituals and how to kind of have them going concurrently. I want to be able to do something that I can feed on a regular basis, but doesn't require me to like be fully ceremonial. Yes, that's how I feel. I want to be able to do ritual on a routine basis without having to be fully ceremonial all the fucking time. Truly. If I could say anything about my spiritual practice, if anybody was wondering, or if y'all have anything that you want to share about your spiritual practices, also go ahead and drop that in the chat. Because I know a couple of us were, if not even feeling blocked, just, I know like Taylor and I talked about it, of being internal. Like it was just holding like an internal accounting of the passage and like the lessons and stuff. But now I feel more active and like external. Which is funny with Mars going into Cancer, I think. But part of being internal, or being external, is getting my external environment together. So that's where my motivation has shifted. It can manifest. It was already internal, and so now it can manifest in what feels like a nurturing way. I love that. Yay! Hooray! Listen, there are some stickers I leave on. Somebody's like, oh my god. This is where love life never works. Like, no, girl. I have made peace in my practice. Sometimes the sticker's gonna stay on the candle, but I will take the price sticker off for the most part. But yeah. I need a wick trimmer. I bought one and I don't know where it's at. Okay. Okay. Oh no. there. I was supposed to go to the liquor store, y'all. And I forgot. Put out some beer because that's what I meant to do for my guests, for the ladies. And I'm giving them a cute glass. I'm trying to get them into some 3 of Cups cooperative energy, so give them a little cute light beer. A little red candle to hang out with. Okay, now I can do a fucking reading, right? Okay. This is why I say come hang out. For a reason. Let me see if y'all said anything in the chat. No. Okay. Maybe it popped up here. No. Okay. How are y'all? Who's excited? Somebody be excited. I'm gonna just shuffle these real quick. Get on back to my You get, yes, Dijon, you are my drinking buddy from afar, okay? Don't tell me distance has to stop the party because it doesn't. Period. So your part, maybe you're this red candle, me and you are the 3 of Cups energy that I need to pull through some emotional damage and really manifest some real shit. Okay, let me put my business on the internet. Let's just do that. Oh, y'all get that sexy card shuffling sound. Do one more. Okay. Ace of Cups. The Hanged Man. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna put in the chat just to see if this works. Ace of Cup. Tell me if y'all can see this in the chat. I'm putting them in separate messages. So hopefully it's refreshing if it's doing it. Can y'all see that? What I just put in the chat on my phone. Hopefully you can. Somebody's in here. Let's see. I need to get close. Oh, 5! I think that's the most I've had. Thank y'all for coming. Yeah, see my... No, I can't. And I don't think I have a place to say anything on here. Can y'all see what I put in the chat? Somebody has to say something in the chat. I can't see you if you have. Put it in the WhatsApp if you already put it in the chat and I can't see it. Okay, so let's get into this reading, y'all. At the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. You can't see. Okay, Taylor, thank you. Well, Ace of Cups. Hangman. Queen of Cups. Okay. Boom. So those are the three main ones. The advice card is 8 of Pentacles. And the bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. So, I don't know if y'all want to refer or put those in the chat as well so y'all can refer back. But who did they say? What was the High Priestess? I closed the book. Because I think of the High Priestess as Pisces. I should have kept my place. It's okay. It was like, oh, so much further back than this. Oh, no. I remember where it was. Okay. Go off. Total recall of the brain. Once upon a time, I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart. Okay. They say Persephone with the High Priestess. Yeah. Okay. Also, that is 1, 2 major arcana cards. Both watery and spiritual. I feel like this transit was going to be a good one to transmute this energy. I feel like there is some maturation that's supposed to happen with the changed perspective. Yeah. This is some watery emotional. But I feel like water is a great conduit for energy. So like this is actually very powerful transmutive energy or space, or literally just like portals, if you will, because there are pools of water here. Like this is sitting in a pool, so I'm thinking about water as a source of, as a conduit and a conductor. Like this would be a portal for you to transmute that energy, and it's the full potential of the cups all the way through to the Queen of Cups. So, and I think also you're telling, or how you feel about the Persephone myth, we'll call it, how you feel about the story of Persephone, is going to also inform how this you feel about this. YouTube is giving me some answers. Hi, new person who subscribed, David, I believe. But yeah, this is just this is an opportunity to, I was thinking about the cups. This is gonna be stream of consciousness, ADHD. You are welcome. But I was thinking about the journey of the cups and how like the swords is like the most negative suit in the tarot, or it's given that reputation. But I was thinking about the cups as a journey, and I'm like, it's not actually happy. And the Ten of Cups can be that, but it feels also like either like the resolution of a dream that you had, lost, went through all of this heartbreak over, came to terms with in the Nine of Cups, and then like that's the Ten of Cups, is like the journey into that. Not necessarily that you got what you wanted. And I was thinking about it from that perspective, or from that angle, and how there is a lot of disappointment and grief to sit with in the cups. Like there's a ton of it to sit with in that suit. So when I see this through the lens of the High Priestess, it's being able to take all of those experiences and transmute them, because we're going from the potential of it before you, like, what is it? The uninformed optimism of it all, through the experience of the Queen of Cups, to still be able to be nurturing and mature and loving after you've gone through the journey of the thing. And in between that is the Hanged Man. So in between the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups is the Hanged Man. Now my guy is on the swing on this one, so he's chilling a little easier. But, oh, we got this like vine creeping from where though, girl? From your own hands? I like these shorts though. And this shirt. No, this Hanged Man, it's giving, I know these cards are dark, but it's giving, this feels like there's a freedom in this, and maybe it's because of the darkness. Like, you have, like, there's something to practicing the person that you want to be. Like, you don't just become, like, there is no instant that you become the person that you want to be, other than the moment you decide to be that person. But for a lot of us, that starts in the closet. That starts in various ways. That starts, maybe you knew you were different from people with how you started to dress, even, like as literal as in the closet as your clothes. It could be your sexuality. But it's still through, however open or closed, because the High Priestess is not the most fucking open card either. But I think she's also balanced and strong. there is mystery that surrounds her, absolutely, but that's because also of her experience of being able to ascertain where she's strongest and who can have access to her. With this hangman in between the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups, and the advice card is the Eight of Pentacles, but and the Eight of Pentacles is actually the grounded, it's the resource, it's the bringing it forward, it's actually bringing it into the material plane. It's also repetition, it's mastery, it's crafting. Remember, we talked about crafting your vision. So, craft your vision in the knowledge that you can be delusional. Like, what somebody calls delusion is actually just hopeful. It's just optimism that you have the power to alchemize this, and this feels very much like you absolutely do. But you have to be, the High Priestess stands 10 toes the fuck down. Like, I feel like the High Priestess is a craftsperson as well. Like, to learn the mysteries, you have to be an initiate. And the High Priestess is ushering in the Fool in the journey. It's like, okay, you done saw the magician, but like, come here, sweet thing. Like, let me show you the library. Like, let me show you where you can actually practice this stuff, where you can actually begin to really understand and really alchemize the deeper elements of what you need to know and process about growing up. And it's not all of the pretty stuff. And for it to be Persephone, it is kind of violent upheaval out of your comfort zone of what you know. You know, like, to be stripped away from the bosom of your mother, like the most comforting thing you know, to then become queen of your own domain, in a place full of kind of the opposite of what you know is death and sad, mopey dead people. But like, there's a maturation there, there's a knowledge there. She grows into herself there. So you have to confront the uncomfortable part. Like, this is the underworld, bit. Like, these are the parts that are the deepest mourned. Or maybe you're trying you're trying to skip over the mourning, you're trying to skip over the grieving because you feel like if you forget about it, that equals the healing, just not thinking about it. But this is not that. This is the hangman is work of perspective shift. Like, that's like the perspective shift is, it needs a space. Like, you have to be a willing vessel for the perspective shift to happen. Like the hangman, like, you have to be a willing vessel, but like, you have to be able to let the energy pass through you. You got to be able to let some shit go. I hate to say it, feels so cliche, but like, let it go in a, like, not a forgive and forget kind of way, but when you open your hand, you'll realize that nothing is going to fall out of it. Like, you've healed more of it than you think you have. There's more space than you think you have. It's not as tender as you think it is. What's making it tender is you gripping it so hard. Like, you're hurting yourself at this point. So not let it go as like, oh girl, get over it. No. Part of letting it go means like actually fucking mourning the thing. Instead of just trying to bypass it. And maybe you think, I'm not trying, like, because there are phases where I feel like it's healing to think about something and it's harmful to think about something. Like, overthinking. Like, there are points where thinking about something can 100% just you being obsessive and looping yourself in. Absolutely. And if this is a call for you to notice that loop and get out of that loop, then what perspective shift are you avoiding? Like, what uncomfortable thing do you not want to sit in so that this space is created? So that this vision you're crafting, because you don't, as much as do it out of spite is something that I'm like, I'm down for. I think when we're crafting these visions, it's hard for us to believe that we can have the things. It's hard for us to craft in joy. It's hard for us to craft in positivity. And I don't want to be like light, but like in acceptance of these definitely not light, because in these shadow parts of ourselves. Like, if you are ashamed of it, are you actually gonna work toward it in your vision? Like, if it makes you uncomfortable and you keep not looking at it, something that you want is probably behind it. Some element that'll make you enjoy things more, something that you gotta let go of, that you're not really willing to let go of or ready to let go of, so that you can have space for other stuff. And other stuff is like literally being able to enjoy stuff. Like, not material things. If you know, in this economy, I don't want to be like, yeah, buy some stuff, but like, I mean, if that's what you need, like, I'm not here to shame you, literally, opposite. So if you have, like, that's the thing too, if you have addictions or if you wanted to confront some stuff, take this as the time to do that. They said Cupid was on the lovers is on the devil, bitch. Like, Lilith is apparently a demon to some people, so take the time. Confront, it's tender and it's gonna stay tender, but it's probably not as tender as you think. Like, the footing down into the basement is surer than you think. And even though you're ashamed, if you're going to go meet yourself in kindness, you might be kinder to yourself than you think. You can be kind to yourself without being too gentle, I guess, is what people are afraid of. But like, once again, because Libra things, this is about balance, not about lying. This is not about placating yourself. This is for you. If you got your notebook, if you could only write it down right now and just say, I am ashamed of wanting X, Y, and Z thing. That's the first step to opening up that space. Like, that's adopting the hangman position. I'm ashamed of wanting X, Y, Z thing. I'm ashamed that I want to have. I'm ashamed that I want to be. I'm ashamed that I desire. Especially. So when you're crafting your vision, when you're to have thought, I think to think about that first is really important, because now we know that when you're crafting your vision, you thought about it, you confronted it. It's a little bit more honest. So this is the time to be honest with ourselves. Sorry, y'all, I'm checking the chat. Thank you. Thank you, David, being out. I feel like also with this advice and guidance card, if you've already been doing it, this may be easier for you as well. Like, some people may have built up this muscle. Maybe you've gotten in the habit of building up this muscle. So ride that wave. But take it. I feel like some of us have taken healing too far, need a rest, but it's like, and you know what? Maybe that's what this looks like for some people, and some people are not there. So let me stop. Let me get out of the way of the message. Like, look at my guy. That's like, part of what makes a good crafts person is their ability to examine and look for flaws. their ability to improve upon the skill sets that they have, to take the knowledge, to take the mistakes they have and alchemize them into experience and what we call craftsmanship, right? So take this as an opportunity to do that. Like, I know healing hurts and we are tired, but there's a very particular, like, rawness to your soul. I feel like I said tenderness to your soul last time, but like a rawness to your soul when it comes to shame and guilt. Like, shame and guilt is a very deep core, because it's tied to your beliefs, and we talk about Venus. And like, the moon is, as they said, inconsistent. She changes, and some days you're gonna feel braver about it, and other days you're gonna feel more raw. So I guess also what you could do is keep score of that. Like, this is a call that if you want to experience more emotional regulation, like, people like, start journaling. If you have to tie your journaling process to tarot cards, because then you pull a card every day or every week or every month, it does not have to be every day, it does not have to be every week, it can be every month. But like, get into the habit of recording it, because this is a time to take this and make it, I don't want to say manure, make it fertilizer. Make it fertilizer for crafting your vision. So, and also craft your vision. Like, how more literal could a bitch be? I'm gonna pause and check the chat. If y'all have anything to say or add to the reading. There are a couple people here. I'm not talking to myself. Love that for me. Yeah, go ahead and put something in the chat if you have something to add. I'm trying to check it on my phone as well to see if... Oh, this don't even make no sense. I don't see nothing. Okay. Nope, that's not what I want. That's not what I need. Okay. Hey, Tam! Yeah, I just got into the reading. It's been about an hour. I was trying to, keep it light on a Friday night. Yes, Sailor. All of the cups energy. Yeah, it's very cups heavy. Very, like... I feel like for the hangman to come out when I wanted this to be like manifesting your desires. Oh shit, Saturn's in Pisces. Huh. Hell yeah, bring that shit into real life, bitches. Seriously, I think we're all tired, so we gotta find some fucking energy, bitch. So, like, this is kindling. Use it to light that fire. Like, shame cannot be... I know for a fact where shame comes up for me. Like, this comes up for me in moving abroad. Like, especially wanting to go to someplace as Caucasus. It's like one of the whitest places on earth, of being the Netherlands, and just knowing what a bougie negress it makes me look like. And like having, like, even just like my eyes, like, being exceptional has been shameful. And because it for some, I know why, I'm not gonna say for some reason, for lots of reasons, my exceptionalness is a challenge to other people who feel like either that they should have it and I shouldn't, or who the fuck do I think I am to have it? And I've never really learned how to deal with that. So thinking about the big active steps it takes to move abroad, and I'm not even thinking about move abroad as like, oh, I permanently live there, I da. I'm thinking about it in the slow travel way of I want a primary residence somewhere else. But to take myself out of the ghetto that is the United States of America and literally put myself into a Dutch ghetto. Like, I think I found the neighborhood that I want to live in. It is literally the worst ghetto in Amsterdam. It was like, hey, girl, if that's the hood, yes, please bring. I'm fast. I'm ready to go tonight. But to take these steps, to be very intentional about moving, it makes a lot of people confront their relationship to getting stuff done, to taking themselves seriously, to taking their dreams seriously. And I get that, and I'm very, very sensitive to it. But I can't afford the shame, because the shame is going to trigger my depression. And why the fuck am I getting triggered? Why am I allowing my depression to be triggered? Because you feel some kind of way about your life? Like this? I can't participate in that energy exchange. I don't have the energy to spare, quite frankly. So I can't participate in that kind of energy exchange. So I have to, that's one of those things where have I put shame on myself? What elements of myself have I shamed in trying to keep my head down, trying to not provoke, because Black Moon Lilith also being something that you've used, but has brought shame. So I think that a lot of the times the shame that we feel is self-betrayal. So when you can understand why you did stuff in self-betrayal, and I'm not even gotta say that you forgive yourself and it's like, I get it, you did whatever you did and survived. You can still be mad at yourself. Like, you can be mad, like feel mad, feel angry, not just at the people who didn't see you, but like, but like, you don't get you out of that, and so you don't live there, and so you don't beat yourself to death with that. Being able to understand that you were in survival mode, and like, you only have the skills that you have, you only have the knowledge that you had at the time. Your perspective has already changed on some stuff. I feel like the 8 of Pentacles for me is also confirmation of craft. Like, in a spread like this, is giving confirmation of craft. So like, the wheels have been turning, you've been working, the spiritual journey has been kicking your ass, but much like school, ADHD kid, you probably were okay. You were acing tests and passing classes and shit, or failing because you didn't want to do your homework, but you got the fucking message, you got the fucking knowledge. So not just, but in this case, let the transmutation happen. Let the experience become part of your fabric, part of your quilt, in a way where it's not so active, where you have, not subsumed, I guess subsumed maybe, it has merged more. It's not so raw. So, yeah. Wanted to say that. One of these days, I don't know how to do this, y'all. It's gonna be so tight. Very emotional spread. Yes. Which I wanted. I lit a red candle because I wanted it to be empowering. And also for things around sex that we need to heal for like whatever reasons, various ones. Also for my Cigana, I read a red candle so that she could come hang out if she wanted to. Because I feel like this is an energy that she would vibe with. So yeah, came in here to say those things, make space for us. So like I said, take this energy, write it down if you have your notebook, however you record things so that you can address them later, come back to them. Write down these things that come up. And when you're thinking about your vision and crafting your vision, because I want you to be able to connect more fully with your vision. It's one thing to say like, oh, I wrote this vision, but connecting with your vision, I think, will be easier when you're not scared to fully grab it. because these feelings of guilt and shame might come up. So it'll make it easier for you to seize and really latch on to this idea that your life can change and that you can change it. That you can bring forward what you need to bring forward. So, okay, my loves and my darlings. I told somebody my plan was to do, yes, also, because this is going to be on YouTube and I have to get into the habit of doing this. You can book me for readings right now. You can slide into my DMs on Instagram. It's Tarologically Speaking, spelled the same way as the channel. TAROTLOGICALLY, speaking, SPEAKING on Instagram. Ooh, somebody, can y'all put that in the chat? That'd be so sick if somebody could put Tarologically Speaking in the chat. Follow me on Instagram if you want to book. We're going to do it by DM for right now until I get my life fully together. It's coming together though. Craftsmanship, bitch. Okay? She has been doing the stuff and the things, and it's been happening. Okay? And shout out to my supporters in the chat, in the audience. I don't know what this is called on YouTube. On stage, bitch. Thank you. Thank you for being a friend. Oh, hey, let me start on the bottom of you, girl. Oh, yes, Tarologically Speaking. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, follow that on the IGs if you'd like to book a personal reading. You can do 30 minutes, 45 or an hour, up to your discretion, and also mine, girl. Some of y'all be wildin'. But yeah, you can do that. If you are in Chicago, Maine, I'm hosting a Spooky Taco Tarot Tuesday at Dovetail Brewery. That's going to be Tuesday, October 29. You should come. It's going to be a workshop. So if you are a tarot beginner and you're like, oh my God, I want to read tarot, I'm so scared. You should come. I'm going to be teaching, okay? It's going to be tacos. There's going to be beer. Duh, it's at a brewery. And it's spooky, so you can just show up spooky or spooky and sexy or spooky and goofy, I guess, or just like you, whatever. But yes, it's the last Tuesday in October. That's if you're in Chicago, if you want to do something fun IRL. Yeah, that's what I got going on. My friends are in the chat and they're all great. So if my friends in the chat have posted something, I know YouTube is not on their immediate list, but is in the works. So if you see them in the chat, give them a follow. Shout out. Okay, I'm gonna start a chatter. Oh, if you want a chatter invitation, I have a few. Chatter is still in beta. It is, what is it, a social audio app. So if you want to come in there and hang out, I know they're talking about monetizing if you're a creator. I ain't got no fucking details on that. So yeah, ooh, am I supposed to say that because we're in beta? I don't know what I can say, girl. I don't know. Oops, sorry. Maybe I'll cut that out later. Anyway, thank you all. I'm gonna do an after party room on Chatter if you wanna hang out. You don't have to come. I mean, it's like any party. But okay, thank you. I love y'all. We're back next week to do a reading about something. I forgot what. I know Mercury goes home to Virgo on the 9th, but I'm trying to figure out my schedule for next week. I thought I might have to have my guys in, and I don't. Okay, anyway, Love you guys. There will be another live. I will schedule it and I will let you know when that happens. Okay, bye. Oh wait, I think I forgot how to do